Everybody, welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John. On this channel, I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol, and I do coffee. I have the most extensive, up-to-date, easily navigatable playlist on YouTube, so you can find everything real nice. And the first comment of every video I make is always pinned because it always has a link to whatever I'm reviewing. In this case, bourbon. But I review it all, man. I'm a one-stop shop. I'm a mega mall for alcohol and coffee too. And that's a fact. Today, Nulu. Been wanting to try this one. Finished in honey barrels. They call it their experimental finished series. Non-chill filtered. A store pick. 120 proof. Wow. Barrel Q4. 60% ABV. It is finished for 8 months. That's a long time in a honey barrel. Here is the Nulu. Falls under the parent group Prohibition Spirits Company. Kind of like that name. Here's the color. Yellow top, I guess, for the honey. Let's get into this 120 proof single barrel honey finished bourbon. The bourbon here is sourced from MGP. I think they are making their own. It just hasn't been long enough. They do finish all the barrels at their facility in New Louisville, in Louisville, Kentucky. All right. Here it is. Let's give it a sniff, shall we? I smell honey, man. That honey is prominent. Now, it's not mixed with honey. It's put into a barrel that had contained honey. Honey in a barrel. I bet that honey tasted really good. And you get the you get the strong bourbon smell, but the honey is definitely fighting for attention. All that caramel and honey, wood. Oh man, that smells just out of this world. I'm gonna do an acclimation sip. This is very hot. I'm gonna go ahead and numb my pain receptors so that I open up the taste buds and I don't get burned every time. You're getting burned, you're not getting flavor. So we're gonna hold this for 10 seconds and then swallow it. Breathe out so you don't cough. I switched it around. I coated my tongue. It is burning. That is good. Give that a second to just kind of settle down. Then we'll go in for the taste. Tastes like 120 proof honeycomb. It is really good. So it tastes like a traditional bourbon, a nice strong bourbon. Or, you know what? It tastes like a honeycomb that was soaked in bourbon until it absorbed a ton of that bourbon flavor, and then you bit into that bourbon soaked honeycomb. Wow. The bourbon flavor is there, the barrel is there, the sweetness from the bourbon is there, but that honey shines through so nice, it's so good. What we'll do is we'll put a little water in it, since it's 120 proof, and see how we change it. Ooh. Wow, the honey really shines through. That sweet honey really shines through now. Oh. No burn, just an oily, smooth bourbon seeped in honey. Now it's a sweet honeycomb with the bourbon, but no heat. That heat that is in there and the sweetness of that honey is such a balance. Wow. This is really, really good. What's it say here? Yeah, all right, nothing too crazy. I pretty much described it as much as I can. That's pretty much this in a nutshell. I think it's delicious. It's finished for a very long time. 8 months is a long time. The proof is beautiful. It really bounces out that sweet honey. It's not honey added. It's in the barrel that the honey was in. It does taste like, it reminds me of a honeycomb, the oily, the waxy. That's the oil in here that's not chill filtered. The sweetness with the heat. The water took the heat away. Of course, acclimating myself took a lot of the heat away. And I'm getting traditional bourbon flavors seeped in honey. It's delicious. See you on the next one. Don't forget the sub too. I forgot to ask you. That goes without saying.